What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Tammy Talks. We are here today because we are talking Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 19, Reunion Part 2. Let's get into the expert sitting down with Jose and Rachel. If you are brand new to my channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed the content. Click the cards up below. I did a video on Season 14, the upcoming couples, pictures of them, introducing them, all that good stuff, and let's get right into it. So Rachel said that living together with Jose was a huge readjustment. It kind of felt like they were kind of starting all over, but just she was moving into Jose's house, which for her was kind of daunting. It was it was a tall order because, I think a big part of her is she wanted them to move into a space that was more neutral, that was both theirs. So Jose said that he put in the work to make the necessary changes for the relationship. And then Rachel said that Jose's anger resurfaced, and that's why that Jose's anger resurfaced, and that is why they initially broke up. So they did the whole little girls chat thing like they did with the guys, and the girls asked, they were shocked that when they broke up, but they didn't know that Rachel and Jose had gotten back together. And Jose's anger is going to be an issue. Jose's anger is going to be an issue. And even the experts said it during like their little experts talk when they're talking about the couples, how Jose needs to get some professional help for his anger. And I think that's something that we have all said. I think that's something that we have all said about Jose throughout majority of this process. The way that he yelled at I almost said Mirla. The way that he yelled at Rachel, the way that he, locked her out of the apartment and then went back to sleep. There's something diabolical about that. And I was so happy that the experts called him out for that and didn't push that aside. So the experts also point out the fact that Jose talks at her and not to her. And this entire time, while the experts are giving Dr. Viviana, Pastor Cal, and Dr. Pepper, the entire time that they are, kind of talking about this, Jose looks irritated. We see Jose's anger bubbling in that particular moment. So I'm wondering, am I the only one that saw that? But every time they mention you have an anger issue, Jose, you need to find out where this anger issue is stemming from, Jose. You need to get help for this anger issue, Jose. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Jose seemed more and more and more irritated. Because as we know, Jose wants to move past what happened. He wants to move past what happened. And I know someone's going to point out, again, they did not show Jose flipping out, but they once again showed Michaela's flip out on the retreat. Yes, I feel like in this moment, production should have shown Jose going in on her, and they should have made him watch it again. But if I'm not mistaken, when they did their first reunion sit down, they showed that clip and made Jose watch it and apologize again. But I feel like the experts, and like I said before, the experts dropped the ball on that. So if y'all saw that Jose has an anger issue and y'all saw that Jose might need to work on this, why didn't y'all step in that moment and do that? We know that production makes the matches. If production is going to do the matchmaking, whatever. But I feel like the experts then need to be coming in and working with these people and giving these people the proper tools to fix what is going on. Because the anger issues that Jose has exhibited, that could have gotten really, really bad for her. You know what I mean? That could have gotten super, super chaotic, super, super crazy. So I didn't like the way that was handled at all. Rachel said that she feels that Jose is condescending. And because he is condescending, it causes her to kind of take a step back. And I think the biggest fear that Rachel has had this entire time coming into this process is that she was scared of losing herself within a man because she has done that so many times before. And I feel like the way that Jose talks at her, the way that Jose wanted to change her, that is absolutely what is going to happen. So later they do the group sit down, and one of the I think Kevin asks, does anyone on the cast feel like Jose has learned from his mistakes? And they're all like, yeah, totally. And I'm like, why? Because I don't feel like Jose has. We have not seen Jose show Rachel anything that shows that he has changed. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but I still stand on the fact that that Rachel should have left Jose after that blow up. Because not only did he lock her out and then go to sleep, but the next day, he was super nonchalant about it. He was being an ass about it. And then still, even the day after that, he still did not really truly understand or feel he did anything wrong. So the reason that she stayed with him, he must have clearly learned. But they're broken up and not living together because Rachel said that his anger got out of control again. So it's like, what is going on here? I think now in real time, Rachel and Jose have broken up. To my knowledge, they are no longer together. Rachel on the reunion said that she was willing to work it out. She wanted to move back in. So that they can eventually transition and buy a house together that they both have picked out and decorated and whatever. But she does not see that happening anytime soon. And I'm like, well, I guess. How do you guys feel that the experts handled Rachel and Jose? I'm really curious. Do you think in this particular setting, do you think that they went in hard enough on Jose? I know that they told him he needs to get some professional help for his anger issues, but I kind of feel like if you guys are experts, why didn't you give any tips? Why didn't you suggest anything? How do you guys feel about that? Let me know. Do you guys think within the time frame from Jose locking her out to decision day to now the reunion, do you guys think that Jose has learned any lessons? Do you guys think that Jose needs professional help for his anger issues? I think he has a Napoleon complex personally. If you aren't familiar with that, Napoleon complex is, when shorter men feel like they have to overcompensate for, let me see if I can Google it. They feel like they have to overcompensate for their height. They have to assert themselves in a certain way to prove, their manliness. So the definition of a Napoleon complex is a domineering or aggressive attitude perceived as a form of overcompensation for both being physically small or short. And when Pastor Cal said that Jose has a very domineering personality, aka told him, you got a Napoleon complex, my guy, Jose seemed upset. He didn't want to answer at first, and Pastor Cal was like, come on, just admit it. You have anger issues. This is going to get out of hand, because what's going to happen is Jose will never be happy in a relationship, because until he finds somebody that he can completely control, somebody that he can talk down to, and I don't know if he's going to find somebody that's going to put up with his mess. So let me know how you guys felt about this. Again, good riddance. We're going to end every episode, every video with good riddance, because this has by far been the most taxing, annoying season. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, I will catch you guys in the next one.